San Francisco 49ers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly
I don't want to know.
that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Here we go.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10.
11. Here we go.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Black 80! 80!
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, Garoppolo steps away to his left, and he'll go down shy of 40 at the 41. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Dumped down to McKinnon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now Robbie Gould comes on. He, of course, the Bears kicker for the bulk of his career. This from 54 yards away. So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Deshaun Hall in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be
and the Niners get there and bring him down. Deshaun Hall in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now McKinnon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. And Gold is able to put it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Troy Cohen. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here. This is Cohen. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
Let's go, let's go.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. On first down, Trubisky. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. This is Cohen on the toss. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Here's Trubisky. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Let's see what they draw up here. Third and long following the sack of Trubisky. Now they'll run it with Cohen. So a good spin move, but not a whole lot to show after as he's taken down. And 3 yards on the carry there as this defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out there? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
And he'll return this one all the way out of the other side of the field.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Hurry up. Hurry up.
Play action. Garoppolo. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. Gold now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now Trubisky lost the football. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 36 yards out. And Gold is able to put it through. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Gold now out to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Now Trubisky on first down. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And give him a gain of 37. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard taking it in. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. And this one through the uprights and good. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Go ahead.
Here again is McKinnon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Khalil Mack's starting to get a really big-time reputation as a pass rusher, and rightly so. So explosive off the edge getting to the quarterback. But he doesn't neglect his run duties as well. How about that tackle right there? Such a package he has, able to play the run and the pass so well.
Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
180, 120. Yes.
McKinnon. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Hurry up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Garoppolo. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And Miller with it over the middle. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And this is caught at the 8. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. In the backfield, standing alone on 2nd and goal is McKinnon. Kelly to try to punch it in. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal.
I got you. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Gold is able to put it through, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Trubisky now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Throw left side complete. That's Burton. Now the ball comes loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. They run once more with McKinnon. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo trying to lay one up deep. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Trubisky. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They run it with McKinnon. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jerick McKinnon taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Garoppolo now. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field, and they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tyus Bowser. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Quan Williams. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
They'll try to run with McKinnon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jerick McKinnon with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Niners on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12.
Everyone's got 4 down. Bobo's the Mike. Mike's Bobo. Hey.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now after the loss, they come up 2nd and 11 from the 19-yard line. This time, Trubisky will throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he is throwing.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. And, Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season.